Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Guest Listed Podcast on No Request Radio Chicago. Little round of applause before we introduce our special guest. Yeah, it's been a while since I did it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sweating. I'm scared. I'm a little hungry, and I'm lost. So, okay. So today we are interviewing Control.
What's up, baby?
Another round of applause. Another round of applause here. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. How are you doing, baby boy?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Man, look at that outfit. Oh.
Dude, gotta stay fresh. Gotta stay fresh.
Safari,
Gotta
baby.
stay
Yeah.
fresh, baby.
Okay. Well, shit, man. Well, nah. I'm gonna harass. Let me harass him first. I'm gonna harass you first. What's a song you hate right now that you're sick of people playing?
Oh, a song I hate right now? I hate people playing. Like, just in general? Like, even...
Yeah. Don't even be diplomatic. Yeah.
Oh, dude, probably...
A song that when you're at the club and you're hearing people say, you're like, motherfucker.
Probably Ski.
Ooh.
Probably Ski.
Thank God he didn't say that during Black History Month. All right, here you go, Dave.
Dude, it's every set though. If you go to like an open format club, it's Ski. Every fucking set, dude. Every set, dude.
Colin, my man here. Thank you again, bro, for
dude.
giving
Thank you
us
for
that
having me.
information. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out to Quinn again here. Playlist Pen Pals. You want to do a quick little? We're just so you guys know, Quinn is doing another show on No Request Radio.
I'm a complete whore now. I'm doubling up, two in my mouth, bro. So Playlist Pen Pals is an exciting podcast interview through playlists. Of course, Control. I'm gonna have you on there.
I know we
soon.
talked about this at Lore.
So I don't want to give too much. You know, this is a guest listed episode. I'm not gonna come over here and be like, so this new shit. One day this is gonna be Dave here. There's no guest. It's just guest. It's just one day. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But yeah, we'll look out sooner than you think. Yeah.
That's coming soon. But yeah, Colin, thank you for joining us, bro.
No, thank you for having me.
This is literally long overdue. I know we've been talking about this.
No, yeah.
And first thing, a lot of stuff that we wanted to cover here, but obviously you're playing tonight. For those who don't know, it's Thanksgiving weekend coming up.
Yep, Blackout.
Where are you at tonight? Talk about the residency,
Blackout Wednesday. I got a residency at Hubbard Inn. Me and my boy Goomba go back to back every Wednesday at Hubbard Inn. Usually 12:30 to 1:30, but tonight we're going a little earlier. 12:10 to 1:30.
Shout out Goomba, man.
Shout out Goomba. That's my goon. A little bit of a goofy fuck, but I love him. He's the wildest dude I've ever met, and he knows this. I used to not like him at all, and I think I told you this. But like me, that's my dog now, and we're like inseparable. But dude,
you guys be hitting the gym and everything.
Dude, hitting the gym. He picks me up because I can't drive anywhere now.
Make love, not war,
dude. Man. Straight up.
Since it's Thanksgiving, what do you bring into the dinner, bro? Who's stuffing the turkey?
No, I'm going to his house, bringing his mom some tube steak, and then
we're gonna have some good clips. I love it. Oh man, but no. Anyway, dude, honestly, that's sick that you guys come together. I mean, obviously Hubbard. Shout out Eric Boss.
Shout out Eric Boss, dude. That's the homie right there.
Yep, running this stuff, man. When did you get started with all that? Like, talk about like how that came about and like how you got introduced to that residency.
So I used to go by a couple different aliases, and the most recent one before Control was Saturn. It was all like I would just do like warehouse parties or house parties, all like straight dark warehouse techno. And I got bored of it. I wasn't doing much. My music wasn't getting heard, so I was like, let me try something new. And I was switching my name from Saturn to Control, and I was still going to do techno, but I was going to go more like the lighter side, more Detroit style instead of like the Berlin 135 to 145 shit.
Crazy, the crank that shit.
And then
after hours,
this club reached out to me in Joliet, Icon.
Icon, man. Yeah, Icon. I mean, Icon's it's not actually, a bad venue, though.
Here's a funny thing. So today, this is the 1 year of Control right now. This is the 1 year of the Control project today.
1 year, baby.
1 year.
Thanksgiving.
Blackout Wednesday, baby.
Okay, so this is a good episode.
Yeah,
then,
dude. Yeah. It is. Honestly, it is.
Yeah. We're gonna tag it.
Yeah.
They hit me up. And they're like, they hit me up and they're like, all right, like we want you to play. And they're like, it's mostly like bass and house. And I was like, okay. And I was thinking, I was like, do I just rip what I was gonna rip. I mean, I was gonna rip like T78, fucking Deborah DeLuca, like
you were gonna go,
hard, like what I did at Redline that night.
Yeah, you were gonna
like
go
I was gonna go
serious
hard, and he's like,
people.
and he's just like,
Yes, yeah.
he was just like, he's like that may be a little heavy, and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll go do some tech house, dude. And I started just ripping tech house, and I was like, and I had made a few tech house tracks before this, but I was like, oh, okay, like I like this, like I like the vibe of playing in a club. I'd never done it before, and I know Icon's a club. But it's a club.
It's kind of it's nice spot.
So there's people, there's music, but no, I went in there and I did it, and I thought I killed it. I don't know, but and after that I had like this itch. I was like, dude, I was like trying to get booked. There's so many people and so many clubs I've played for now where I was like, you guys should just go in your emails really quick and you'll find my email of me trying to play like last January. I mean, like I would hit up all these clubs through email trying to get in, and the only person to ever respond was Joy District.
Oh shit, Joy District.
Joy District responded, but Joy District was like, we want more open format, and I was like, I'm not the guy. And then Eric answered.
Shout out Eric, man.
Yeah. So actually, no, big shout outs to Eric, because Eric definitely got me started out here, and if it wasn't for him, dude, I'd still be doing house parties and just straight warehouse parties.
And Icon.
And no, I'd probably, after that time, dude, I got a funny story about, you want to hear a funny story about that?
This is the spot to tell it.
Dude, so I played that set, that Blackout Wednesday set at Icon, and I went 5 minutes over. 5 minutes. One track over, dude. And the general manager there, he came up to me, he's like, what was your end time? And I was like, oh, I think it was like 3:15 or something, whatever it was. And he's like, well, it's 3:20. And I was like, oh, dude, my bad. I was like, well, this track's got 30 seconds left of it. Just let it run. He's like, okay. And then it runs, and that's that. He then tells the owner of, what is that?
Icon?
No, not the main, the Forge.
Oh,
tells the owner of the Forge.
Yeah.
Tells the owner of the Forge, tells the dude that ran the Icon room at the time, and then tells my buddy who worked there that I went like 20 minutes over and he had to unplug me. And it started this whole thing, and I haven't played there since because he told them I went like 20 minutes over and he had to unplug me.
Holy
behavior. Why would you even lie like that?
That's what I'm saying. And I literally,
Thanksgiving tomorrow. Calm down. Shit. You didn't get invited to Thanksgiving. I think that's
dude, and it's like, that's the thing though. Is it's like I put the last track on, and then the lights went on. Like, dude, it was like right when the like was on, so I just left it going. I wasn't even mixing a track in or nothing, and then
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
insane, man. Well, you know what, man? I'm glad you're out in the city now. Let's talk about, so you mentioned, the name Control too. So you went from Saturn. What made you get into this new name? Like, how did that name come about?
Where'd the first one come from too?
Saturn came from the Deadmau5 track.
I'm so happy you had an actual explanation, because my brain, as soon as I said it, I was like, "Because it's a fucking planet, stupid." But I'm happy you have a reason.
No,
it came from that. I was like, "That's a stupid ass question."
It came from the Deadmau5 track Saturn when he released that techno-esque track after IO died.
I remember that track. Yep.
Yeah, so he released that, and I loved that track. So I was like, this is also this would be a pretty fucking cool name. So that track's SATRN, and I was SATVRN.
Did you do the logo? You did everything for it?
Yeah, I had everything for it, and I did that, and I was pumping out shit like left and right. Like I would take like old 90s house and techno tracks, like classic shit, and I just remix them into like new Berlin style, just like
club ready bangers.
Yeah, dude. But nothing ever happened with it. It never picked up. I think the most listens I had on any track of that era was like 100.
Oh wow.
So I just
bro, we all start somewhere, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, but
and then you eventually upgraded, and then Control. So how did you come up with that name?
Control, dude. So at the time when I started making Control, I was at Coding Dojo. I was doing like the online coding classes.
Control, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I was doing the online coding classes, and then I don't know why it just popped in my head one day, and I was like, that would be probably
I mean, you got a C, cool. Your first name, you got.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a cool fucking name, and then I didn't really think anything of it. I just did it, and then I had the opening closing brackets on it, and then everyone's like, dude, that's such a sick name. And I was like, I didn't think it would be that cool. And dude, everyone's like, dude, that's such a sick fucking
Yeah, no, that's
Simple, easy to remember and shit.
Dude, it is. It's so easy. It's easy to spell. You can't really fuck it up. It's 4 letters,
Yeah.
CTRL. Like,
yeah. No, it's good, man. Yeah, no, and I mean, it sticks. You know, like I think it's unique. It's out in the city. You're doing your thing here, man, and obviously.
Yeah.
I think your brand and the recognition that's coming with it is a lot more well known with that name. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, exactly.
Now let's also. I know we were chatting upstairs a little bit before we hopped on the episode here, but so you're doing a school with the Icon Collective,
Yes.
and that's production. Now I'm familiar with that. That's like baseline. Like you mentioned, it's 18 months now. So
18 months,
So
yeah.
how far are you into the school?
I started in March, so we're fucking 6, 7 months into it. 7 months into it.
Seven.
Yeah, no, dude. I still got some fucking time to go.
Yeah.
But no, it's sick, dude. It's definitely helped out. It's better than like, you do like YouTube tutorials. I think that's how everyone starts in production.
100%.
Everyone sits there on the Zen World.
Yeah, Zen World, man.
Zen
yeah,
World
I mean,
or,
that guy wasn't even around when I started. So.
Eliminate. I watched a lot of Eliminate, Zen World, and all those guys.
Bijou.
Yeah, dude, all those dudes. And it's like, you can get so much information from them, like so much information, but also like no information at the same time.
Usually the issue is not structured. It's pretty tough to kind of, and sometimes
Yeah.
you'll get lucky and people will make YouTube playlists and like just take a content like across
Exactly.
YouTube and put it
No.
together in like a course. But I'm
Yeah.
always a big believer of just like, if you, especially if you got the money for it, just get the course, because having that structure, you're not going to be sitting around
Exactly.
guessing and like maybe I missed out.
No,
on something.
dude,
You're not
and
gonna
it's
miss
like
out
you'd
on your
watch all
lessons.
these YouTube videos, and yeah, they'd show you how to, make this sound or do this, and it's like, oh, do this, but I still wouldn't know what a compressor actually did. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know what saturation actually did or how to properly use an EQ. Now I have a fucking course dedicated just to fucking plugins, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's something that's a lot of producers overlook it too, especially guys that just get into it. The importance of like actually, you can use all these tools, watch those videos, but once you understand what they're doing, it makes your production 10 times better.
exactly. Yeah. Exactly like when you know what an audio effect does, like, and I'm saying audio effect, like speaking of Ableton, you go in the audio effects racks, or like you have like, Fab Filter plugins, whatever.
Yep.
Like when you know what it does and what you can do with it, it makes it so much easier. So it's like, oh, I like this sound, but I want it to be a little bit like, you know what I mean? Like,
And it elevates your production.
I know exactly what I need to do to make it do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Like,
So how many songs? So you got, do you have any like upcoming releases like from them? Like, do they help you with label releases and shit like that too, or no?
They do to an extent. At the point I'm at, they're really not worried about that right now. They're really not
learning.
worried about that. That's like a whole separate thing, like further on where they start talking about that. So like the label release I have and the self release I have, like those are on my own. But like I'm in like there's like a Facebook page where it's like the Icon Collective graduates and students. And it's like the whole thing is like people are like, oh, I'm trying to get on Ajuna Deep. Like, does anyone have any connections to that? And it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, like I was on Ajuna. Give me your track. I'll press it to them.
Plug it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. It's a community based thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's similar to, like I mentioned earlier, the Cosmic Academy, like almost right up that alley. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Icon might be a little bit bigger.
Icon is definitely bigger. I didn't hear about. All right, so I knew about Icon since 2019. I used to be a huge IO fan.
Yeah.
I still am a huge IO fan. Rest in peace. Tomorrow is 3 years since he died. Just plug that really quick. But I knew he went there. I was a big IO fan, Sullivan King fan. All those dudes all went there. So like when I was young in the production game and I wasn't very good, I always wanted to go to Icon. Like that was like, I was like, I want to go to Icon, whatever. And then I started making pretty decent money. So I was like, I can not afford it, but I can, make it work. So I was like, finally, I was like, fuck it. And I, at first I went to Point Blank. You ever heard of Point Blank?
Oh God, that sounds so familiar.
They're like the second biggest music production school for electronic dance music.
Is that based on the West Coast in Cali?
They're in Cali. They're in England. They have like 7 different
I think I'm from
campuses plus an online course.
Yeah, okay. I know who you're talking about. Yes. Yep. Very familiar with them. I didn't know where that.
So I did that. I did that for probably 3 months, and I ended up getting kicked out of it because they wanted my high school diploma, and I didn't know they wanted it, and they were sending emails that weren't reaching me because I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And they're like, well, you know, like we needed this, so we dropped you. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Give it to you now? Shit.
Damn.
Literally. And they're like, well, no, like we did it this morning. Now it's technically too late. And I was like, I didn't get any of these fucking emails. And I'm like on the phone with them, with this dude from the United Kingdom. Like I'm like scrolling through my fucking emails, like typing in point blank. I was like, I don't see any of this shit. And they're like, yeah, well, and I was like, fuck it, whatever, dude. And then like 3 months after that, I was like,
Time to go to
fuck it,
Icon.
I'm gonna go to Icon.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go to Icon, dude. So I applied, and then dude, craziest thing about Icon that people don't know is there's like 3 different fucking interviews I had to go
Just
through.
to get in?
Just to get in. Like,
Wow.
I had to send them 3 tracks that I had already done. That's like a prerequisite. Like even if they're asked, you have to send tracks. You have to send tracks, and you have to do a Zoom call with one guy, and do another Zoom call, and you do another Zoom call, and it's like them trying to make sure that you're not in this for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to make sure you're not in this just do a bunch of blowing fuck girls. Like, and it's like you know, and it's like I get it.
I mean, hey,
you know what I mean? But it's like that's like that.
It's like, yeah, whatever, you know.
Good luck.
Exactly. No, dude. And it's like, and that's like something I actually like, I like about them because they actually give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like they actually like, they want you to be better, dude. And there's like so many office hours with like different people like Proto Hype or like fucking, my mentor right now in Icon's Adair, who used to do work with Getter. He goes by Cryptic Castle, I think now, or Crystal Castle, something like that.
Crystal Castles. That's not the Crystal Castle.
I mean, that's
No, but yeah, he used to go by Adair, and he used to do like he had a track with Getter. I think it was called like Blood or something. And I'm pretty sure it was Blood. That was a banger, dude.
Good producers.
And like, dude, like I was on a Zoom call with him last Friday, dude, and I was just like, I'm ass at dubstep sound design because that was one of my homework assignments. It was like make a fucking dubstep track, and I was like, dude, I used to do rhythm, but like I
Speed it up.
I was like, dude, I used to do rhythm, but I would just like fucking get presets off fucking Splice, and then,
hey, I mean,
and I was like, in this, like you can't do that. It's like you have to make it. And I was like,
can't
what
just
the
take
fuck do I
Virtual
do? He's
Riot,
like,
fucking,
yeah, no, you
Riot
can't. You
makes-
can't use the
oh,
Virtual
all
Riot
the
presets on
presets
that, dude. And he's just like, all right.
Damn.
He's just like this, and he goes, and this does this because of this, and I was like, he's like, all right, and he's like, now click this, and I was like, all right, and I was like, the one thing I know about like dubstep sound design is fucking FM from B. He goes, up. He's FMing from B, guys. Everyone applauded for him, and I was like, you're an asshole, like whatever, like, but like they actually give a fuck, and they want to like show you like why this does what it does, and you know what I mean.
good.
And it's like, dude, you like show me how to do it, and it was like just a quick basic fucking wobble bass, and I was like, this sounds sick. He's like,
my job's done.
2 more,
Just gets up. Just immediately just kicks
spend
him off.
2 more
getting paid
hours with me,
now.
and you'll sound like fucking Sullivan King. I don't know, like you know, like it's fucking
Sign this
cool.
paper that says you learned.
No, that's sick though, man. Honestly, it's always interesting hearing like you know, obviously we've interviewed a couple of different artists and where they've come from in terms of like production.
Yeah.
And you're definitely the first guy we talked to.
Cool.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Dude, but I mean, my thought process of it was, it's like, dude, like, I want to do this as a career. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, like you can't really think of it like that. You have to like, you know, work your way up. But it's like, I want to be good, and it's like, but I don't want to take 10 years to be good off YouTube tutorials. So I was like, let me take the 18 months and get pretty good through those 18 months. So then 3 years by now, I'm
I think
insane.
you're gonna
You know
be
what I mean?
way
Like,
farther along than you think you are. Like I said, it's that structure. You're not guessing
yeah.
and going, because I'm pretty sure there's probably a lot of people that don't go through those sort of programs that, like you're saying, year fucking 7 or 8 go, I didn't fucking know that did that, you know. But if they had like
Exactly.
that structure, it's probably something they would have learned in like month 2. You know?
Dude, like the first week of Icon, I learned every key command for Ableton. Like it was like yeah, this is like shortcuts for this. And it's like I used to click on, like when you open Ableton, you get 2 MIDI tracks, 2 audio files, 2 audio tracks, and it's like Shift T audio track, Shift Control T
Name plug in there too.
And it's just like, you know what I mean? Like shit like that, dude. Like fucking, I think it's, yeah. Control! Dude.
That's sick though,
dude.
man. Yeah, I'm like, dude. Like I said, I mean, I know we ended up linking with you. I think when was the first time we all linked up, man? I think it was one of the shows you had out, and we were on the same lineup for, oh my god, dude, this.
No, the first time we met was number 9. I was all fucked up.
Yes,
and I
that's
came
right.
up to
And
you.
then we also, but I think the first show we played, I'm saying was it the one out in
Yeah, the one I asked you to play
out
with
in
me. In
Summit.
Summit. It was Summit? Yeah.
Exit.
Exit,
and
yeah.
You were ripping, man. And obviously, we've been seeing your career grow online. And hold on, pause, everyone.
It's still recording. That light's still on. Yeah. We're good.
Right. Technical difficulties.
The footage.
But
We
yeah,
got
no,
the
dude, you've
footage,
been
baby.
taking off, man, and we're excited to see you just continue to grow, man. As far as like, you know, getting in with Eric, doing all the right things, taking the right metrics. You know, let me ask you this: what's like, as far as the next phase for Control? What is the next phase in terms of like? Are you gonna release some songs? Obviously, you have your course you're still going through, but like, what's your kind of? Let's hear the plan. I want to like go through.
No, yeah, I mean, I've been slacking on releases this year. I only released 2 tracks, and the first track I released this year was kind of just
That's not It's
No, it was pretty
man.
You know what it probably
It's
is?
pretty-
It's
yeah.
because he knew.
No,
it was
like, I really-
at the end of the day, you know, it is a limitation, and he knows now. And I'm pretty sure you probably listen to it and go, "Man, if I
Yeah.
fucking knew this,
Yeah,
Exactly,
I see
dude.
that. Yeah,
Exactly, and it's like it's a techno track, and I kind of want to like VIP it, but I don't know. Like, maybe I
Yeah,
won't.
yo,
I don't
shit,
know.
bro.
bro. You
And you know what I mean? Like I could, but like who knows? Like I could, but whatever. And then I released that one track on Funk Junk.
shout out Funk Junk, man, Larry.
No, shout out Funk Junk.
It's funny.
I feel like I don't know,
You
man.
know, Funk. Go ahead.
So like no, shout out Larry, dude. Larry Saladin, dude. He hooked me up on my first release through a label. I just wish that when I released Move, I wasn't jumping the gun so hard. You know what I
know
mean?
that
Like
feeling.
I feel like I could have found a better label with a little bit better promotion. Because dude, he dropped my track and it was like the day before it dropped, he was just like, "Here's Move by Control."
Yeah,
and
well,
that was
Funk
it.
Junk is definitely like, in terms of Chicago, one of those like starting labels, man. I mean, Larry's built it up, you know, and he's got it to a point where it's reputable in Chicago. And I mean, I got my first track signed on there too, you know, and then you
Yeah.
kind of like build from there. You know, that's what I always look at it as. And in terms of like, if you've never signed, you know, it's a good process to even just go through, right? So
Exactly.
I always think of that as like a learning, kind of like a learning curve that a lot of artists should go through, you know. And some guys, they get like, you know, hey, like, oh, I should get signed to Insomniac right now, man. I mean, unless you're Skrillex out of the box, it's, you know.
Dude. And I got a homie, got a piece of advice my homie told me. Wade, shout out Oze.
Shout out to Oze.
You guys ever heard? Dude, that dude's on like fucking, I think he's on Tool Room, he's on Trick,
Yep.
Patrick Topping's label, Gene Ferris's label, dude. Dude, that dude makes bangers. Straight up bangers. But the one piece of advice he told me, he goes, don't sign to a label that doesn't throw parties. And I didn't think about it at first, and I was like, no, that makes sense, dude. Like, cause it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if a label's throwing parties, they're gonna put their own on first. You know what I mean? And then like that was a big thing that I thought about. I was like,
Especially the top tier
sick.
ones, because I know in the course that I took at Cosmic, I mean, you look like, for instance, Mad Decent is a great example of this. Mad Decent Block Party. I'm sure, I don't know if you guys know what that is. Okay. They,
that's that decent. That's Diplo, right?
How about you?
Yeah.
yeah, so for the audience that doesn't know, Diplo has a label called Mad Decent. Pretty much signs any genre of music as long as it's good and it, you know, goes through him, and if it,
As long as he'd
right,
fucking
exactly.
play it, basically.
But the one thing
yeah.
about it, and this goes back to you and what you were mentioning about parties, is they're gonna put their artists on, and 9 times out of 10, you know, depending on the local area, you know, depending on obviously the streams and the song, they will fight for that always. And it's like that.
Yeah.
Not only does that like help you as an artist, but you know, you're part of a family, and you can kind of continue to grow
Yeah.
from that, you know. And yeah, I mean that's kind of where right now I've been lucky enough to get a couple tracks with Hexagon and the sub labels there. So I've been seeing, just reaching out, networking with them. It's like, all right, hey, like this is a real thing too. So
Exactly. No, and it's like, yeah, I mean, that's like, I mean, my next goals are, man, I mean, I got a few tracks like sitting in the chamber that I'm trying to get released. A few labels I'd like them to be on, but I mean, if I can get them on there, I'll
how
be
many tracks we
stoked.
talking?
We're
Four or
talking
five
four or
tracks.
five.
Four
Four or five
or
just
five
starting. I
tracks.
mean, that I'm starting out with for this next year, starting releases. Maybe do like one every 3 months or
Nice.
so. And
Nice, man. So that's
Yeah,
the big
man.
plan coming up. Then we got some. Cause
Yeah.
what we're gonna do, what I want to do is obviously get some plugs. We're gonna drop Control socials, everything that is your link tree or whatever you have to follow you. Get
fans.
OnlyFans.
yeah,
Oh, bro.
dude, you find me on OnlyFans. Showing a lot of tube steak on there, baby.
But that's awesome, man.
Steak Tuesday.
I'm just trying to get on that too, bro. Like I'm thinking about Thanksgiving and tube steaks. My Thanksgiving plans have changed.
Hell no.
Mom, now I'm not
Oh
coming.
god, I love it.
But
Mom, not coming.
so yeah, man. Well, a couple last segments here. Obviously, we have Quinn's roast session here. I don't know if you want to give him any and no, I'm just kidding. Man. He's got a couple. If you have any more of your questions, and then we want to lay out the carpet. We always tell our guests, hey man, tell us what's going on as far as like shows coming up. I know you're playing tonight, every Wednesday, right? Every Wednesday, yeah.
Every Wednesday,
Hubbard
every Wednesday,
headlining.
Hubbard.
Any other shows you got coming up too?
I got Houseworks at KTV. That's like
When
a
is that?
smaller show. That's an E45 show. That's a Mike
What's
Solo
the date
show.
on that though? December?
That's this Saturday. So is that the 26th?
26th. Drop that in there.
25th, 26th. It's
Yeah.
fucking Saturday, whatever it is. We got that. Houseworks, like more of like an intimate kind of
gonna be a
house
good show,
vibe
though.
to it. I'm probably gonna be dropping some like old school house bangers, shit like that. More minimal shit. After that, next thing I know, I got December 9th, I got Rock Bar, the R Bar
that's-
basement. That's me.
Keep an eye out for that.
The
Keep an eye out
marathon
for that.
set,
We'll
dude.
drop that link.
Yeah.
Good old rock, man.
The marathon sets, baby. The one thing I love, dude, it's all marathon sets, dude. Like I played the Loft, and it was like 5 hours, man. Dude, you want to hear a funny
let's hear
story
that.
about the Loft? Dude, so I played my first headline set in Chicago was at the Loft. Just me. So it was 6 hours of Control.
Damn.
So when I got booked, dude, yeah, when I got booked, dude, I walked into that bitch. I was like, I'm going Space Miami vibes.
Long.
We're going,
Intro
dude.
to outro.
And the girl that booked me was like, yeah, she's like, I know what you do. Like, I know what your vibe is. She's like, do this. So I was like, all right, bet. Like, easy. Like, that's what I was going to do. And then she's like, we're running this deal and it's going to be like a college night. She's like, just play some more remixes. And I was like, I've played Tunnel. Like, I could do it. Whatever. You want remixes? That's fine. I'll play fucking 3.5 hours of remixes and sprinkle some other shit in. Whatever. Do a little ski, a little Mama Bamba, a little sicko mode. But fucking dude, so I get there, dude, and I walk in this motherfucker. Have you ever been to a
I've
Loft in
headlined
Lincoln
there a few
Park?
times. Played shows when it was the apartment. Like it wasn't the Loft.
As Florida used to have the shake. I mean, well, there was.
They remodeled. I think
It
they
might
remodeled.
still, dude. It might still. I don't know, dude. It
That's
was
the
shaking
only
when I
place
was on
where
the
I'm
fucking
like,
booth.
This
So
is unsafe. Like, why? I feel like I'm in a video game. Why is the floor like a cartoon? Like bending,
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
fucking, what the fuck? Like,
dude, so I walk up. So it's right next to Never Have I Ever. Shout out
Brown.
Never Have I Ever. Shout out Don Brom. I fucking love that place. But so I show up to the Loft, and I had never been there before. I just know that this is my set. I'm playing fucking like 6 hours. This is what I was told to play, right? I walk up these stairs, dude, and it's like you walk up these stairs and turn right, and you see the crowd, and it's front to back slammed.
Hit them.
And they're all facing this screen where the DJ booth is. They like hide the DJ booth until he shows up. So they're all facing like where this is. So I was like, these
The
motherfuckers
DJ
are
booth
ready.
still when you walk up the stairs, right in front of the stairs. Oh, they moved it.
No,
It's on the main.
yeah. So that's the AV booth now.
So where's the fucking?
The DJ booth is on the main stage.
The DJ booth is like it's like that main
Well,
stage.
it makes sense because them having a stage, like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers probably falling off that bitch and shit.
Dude, that shit was.
No, dude, yeah, and it's like if that thing was in the fucking
we
in
always
that
used to
corner
play.
right there, right up the stairs, I'd be fucking
I played.
pissed.
Yep.
Cause that's in like the corner. Like it's not even like Fame, like their DJ booth is in the corner, but that it's still in the corner where it's like you're facing the fucking dance floor. Like if you're in that
everyone's
booth
facing the
and you're
opposite
DJing
direction.
for fucking the loft, they're all facing the opposite direction, and like the fucking crowd goes across. There's no way you're gonna see them. No way. So, anyways, I walk up to this fucking booth and I start ripping fucking house remixes and shit, and it's like bangers, dude, and the whole crowd's fucking going. Some dude comes up to me, he goes, "No house, no ghetto shit, top 40 only."
He's like, like the fuck am I? What am I going?
Well, dude, hold on. So this is the first time. So I'm like, dude, I was like, this isn't what I was booked for. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, I've been doing this for 20 years. He's like, I've been doing this for 20 years. I know what sells. I was like, just pointing to the fucking crowd. They're all going, dude. And like I posted videos on my Instagram. The whole fucking crowd's going. I was like, I got them going. He goes, there's no one dancing. I go,
What are they doing then?
You know what I think? Some of these men.
What is
I think
this?
They actually just hate music. I don't think they like. And it's like always the
Dude, I
business
swear,
first.
dude,
It's like I don't
some
care
of
if
them
they're
do.
having a good time. It's not the good time that's on. That's the That's
That I
how
want them to
fucking stat
have.
sheet for today, bro.
like, what the fuck? So anyway, so I was like, I've been playing house the past hour and a half, bro. I got 4.5 hours to go. And he's like, no house, no ghetto shit, top 40 only. I was like, I'm not playing fucking Taylor Swift. Dude, I was ready. I swear to God, for the first time in my life, I was ready to go, fuck it, go bring someone else up and leave. I was about to get into it with this dude. So I played like probably another half-hour house. And I went open format for like an hour. I just had like some open format from like a couple weddings I did like way back. And dude, I played country. I played country girl shaking for me, bro.
Come on, girls.
Dude, I forget what I mixed it in with, but I was playing, it was like a hip hop song, and all you hear in the background was
misleading is that?
and I brought in, and dude, I dropped it at the right time. So the second I dropped the second track, all you hear is like whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you know what I'm talking about in that part of that song, dude. Dude, and I was like, fuck. I was like, this is kind of fun, dude. Like, what? Like, I hate open format. I'm kind of having fun with this
because it's just you never know what the fuck. Like, you'll just be scrolling through your music, and then
That's what I'm saying.
Personally, I do it because I'm kind of an asshole about it. But I'll kind of go and see a song, and I can't even really even hear in my head how I'm gonna get there. But I'm like, nah, fuck that. I need to play this immediately.
Dude, the one time I played with you, we're playing tech house all night, and he comes in with some like Euro house, like fucking. And I'm like,
oh, me?
Yeah,
I had
bro.
all that fucking
Yeah,
all that garage
you.
house. Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, all right, but like Quinn's coming up, like we're good, and he starts playing some like some crazy Euro shit. Boy, what the fuck?
At least at the bare minimum, I always check.
I'm like,
been times I played with Dave before. I think this was at like Tunnel. I remember one time they were just really picky about what we were playing. And then I'm like scrolling through some of my stuff, and I asked Dave.
Dude, we're gonna talk about that in a second.
It's like, you want to have some fun, just to check in to see if he's okay with it. Dave was like, yeah, because it was his set. He's like, yeah, fuck it. And I started playing some K-pop. It went up though.
Yeah,
Shit, though. It went.
yeah, I remember that. I was like, did you just play KDA?
Dude, that's crazy though, because dude, so many people have said like, oh, like, you know, like I've played Tunnel, and I've been like, you know, like they'd be like, Lago would come up to me and be like, no, don't play that. No, don't play that. I have never played Tunnel, and Lago told me to do that. And he had me take over for a headliner one day.
love Lago,
Shout out
man.
Lago.
I love
Shout out Nick
Lago.
Lago. That's the fucking home. That's the fucking homie, dude. I love Lago.
Tunnel,
Shout out Lago.
Tunnel's
Shout out
always
George
been great,
Rizzio.
man. And to be honest,
Dude.
it's actually only happened to me one time, and he doesn't come up to the booth. He'll text me, and it was something about them. The table was buying bottles, and I don't know if you remember, it was they needed Peso Pluma. like the godsend of peso.
You know me, I'll play Peso Pluma all day, baby.
Earlier in
Peso
the
Pluma
summer,
all day.
if not even springish. This is before Peso Pluma got top 40 mainstream. It was still like, if you weren't at like, you know, a Latin venue out here in the city, you were not fucking hearing Peso Pluma. So what we did was Dave dressed as a giant cactus, and then we squeezed him across the crowd to distribute water to all the thirsty fans. You know, took a little bit, you know, time for him to recover after that, but yeah, he's alive and still kicking today.
He's alive and still kicking today.
Yeah, no. Luckily, I was half a cactus because I didn't have any peso pluma on my USB that I brought, and like Quinn had some stuff. So I mean, and again, like every other time I play with at Tunnel, I mean, Lago's always just let me run it, man. You know, because you know I played there so many times, and you know, crowds moving. So, but yeah, it was that one time. And yeah, I mean, it was interesting, but I have, you know, I've heard him tell some other DJs, like, especially if they're not like doing their, I don't know, man, he knows his club. You know what I mean? He knows his club. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I got lucky though, because it's like I know that like I'm playing an open format club, right?
Sometimes
and it's like
for
I'm a
some
house
reason,
DJ,
just
so it's
lines
like
up, and it's like really like you can run a whole house set and everybody's fine. And then you can run into it, and then it's the complete opposite.
And I've had that.
It is opposite.
But the last time I did play that, they would not fuck
I know.
with it
I've
at
been
all.
there too.
At all. And it's like, but it's like I've always went there. I've always like I've loaded up with remixes and I've loaded up with super commercial shit. And it's just like I love playing Tunnel. Like
it's a fun
I feel
venue.
like that's like home to me. Like I love Tunnel. Like that's realistically like that's one of my favorite spots to play. I mean, obviously I can't play what I want to play there. I'm trying to play Spy Bar. You know what I mean? But like, dude, like the one night, dude, like I was playing house and I was opening it, dude, and I was playing house and just like house remixes, and I had the crowd going, and then we switched up, and it was because it was a dual Fridays. I'm not gonna name the DJ out of respect, but
I know
he went on. We were talking about this before. I was texting you during it, and
I actually got a call from him.
Dude went on and Lago.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Did he?
Man.
Did you really?
You know, they kicked me off. I'm like, because like he didn't know he I don't know him, and he hit me up. He's like, hey man, you know.
Well, yeah, because he used to hit you up for like bubble parties and shit or some shit.
And
like,
I'm like,
right? In like
man?
Indiana.
Like, you know, just networking. And then he told me the whole scenario, and I'm like, no way. And I'm like, I already heard about this.
I can tell if you're not like. The only reason I get saved in certain situations is because I music blog, and I just have just so much. I just listen to so much shit. Usually, I can shake in mode to who's needed, but I can completely understand somebody running into a specific sound that the club wants, and like, especially if they booked you and that's not who you are. Like, shit.
Well, here's the thing though. Is he fit the sound. He was open format as
Just
fuck.
wasn't good at transitioning.
Dude, he was straight up, dude. Like his transit, and I watched him do it, bro. Like he'd set the crossfader A, B on 1 and 2. He'd have the crossfader on one side, and he wouldn't even transition, bro. It was like he'd like have the track play and then
slam it.
Dude, like he was chopping fucking hip hop, dude. It was crazy. And even I was like, fuck, like I'm a better open format DJ than that, dude. Like. And like, dude, like before, like I'm not gonna say I was tearing it up with the house and shit, but I had the crowd going, and it was like the crowd kind of was like he went on. And they were
You could tell, man. You could tell. Yeah, the crowd doesn't lie.
And then I'm like still in the booth with this kid, right? It's like me, him, and his girlfriend. And Lago Lago was texting me, and I didn't see it at first. And I like looked out in the crowd, and Lago like points at me and puts his phone up. So I was like, and I look, and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with this kid?" And I was like, "What?" And he's just like, "Is this kid fucked up?" I was like. I mean, yeah, he's drunk. I wouldn't say he's fucked up, but he's drunk. He's definitely drunk. Like he's like, come down here. And I was like, all right, bet. Come down. He's like, yeah, I'm putting you back up. And I was like, really?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure?
He knew the assignment.
So he puts me back up, dude. And this kid, he wasn't understanding like what was going on. So I was like kind of letting him like go back to back with me. And dude, I would like play a track and he'd put on some obscure shit, and like I let him do it twice, and on the third one, dude, he put on some obscure shit again. I just spun him back and played fucking that Cascada song every time we touch. Dude, I swear to God, bro. He like put it on. I like let it go for like 10 seconds. Like, I still hear you.
Oh,
dude, like,
I mean,
dude, it was
again, bro,
fucked.
you know,
Like,
just, it circles back to, you know, knowing your music, you knowing the club, and that's the job, right? You know, you gotta definitely understand the assignment, and if you don't, that's gonna happen.
yeah, dude, some people don't. And it's like sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like
I've been there
sometimes
too,
I don't,
bro.
dude.
Trust me.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've been to clubs. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, control is not hitting tonight. And that's that, dude. Like, dude, I played Porn and Chicken, and like that's a fucking show
Yeah.
that I've looked up to since I was like 16 years old, bro. One of my best friends growing up, Eddie Klein, his brother's Orville. So like I've known of Porn and Chicken since I was 16 years old. And it's like Orville hit me up. He's like, you want to play it, dude? And it's like, I was ready, dude. I came with like a fucking curated set. I was like, this is gonna hit, and it just
Vibes
did.
more like trappy and stuff.
And I was like, no, dude, like, all right, so it's like we were in the front. So it was like me, Oze, Infinity, Goomba, a couple other guys I didn't know. I can't remember their names. I'm sorry if you guys are watching this. My bad. Those are the guys I really know. Like, but it was all really techie, all really housey, and it's like I played a solid mix of house and tech, dude. And I think by the time I got on, they just weren't
Wanted
fucking
something new.
with it no more. They just wanted something different, dude. And it's like, dude, at one point I was like, let me try something different. I kind of went to remixes, and I started kind of getting half the crowd going again. And then some dude came up to me and said, you got anything better than this? And I was like, dude, I don't know what to do, bro. I'm scared. Like, call my mom.
They sent him like, hey, you gotta go. Hey,
like, dude, I played, dude, and it's fucked up, dude, because it's like, okay, so it's like Oze went on, my homie Wade, Infinity went on. Shout out Infinity, please book me at Spy Bar. He fucking shredded. Infinity fucking shredded. Goomba went on. Goomba fucking shredded. I went on. I was like, I'm gonna fucking shred the same vibe the past 3 dudes have been fucking shredding, because like that's, if you set the vibe, that's the vibe you should probably fucking carry, right? So I'm in there and I'm like shredding the same fucking vibe, and then they're just like,
pretty fucked up.
and I'm just like,
Right.
dude, dead ass, dude. I like almost went home and cried. I was like, this is something that meant a lot to me, and I was like,
You
oh,
had enough
fuck
before.
God.
We want some
Like,
chicken now. Like,
dude. So, oh, dude, funny fucking thing about that, dude. So, I forgot that like the whole thing is they have porn playing on TVs
Everywhere.
I forgot that. So I'm in the front room the whole night, and I fucking walk in the back just to see what's going on. It's just dubstep, hybrid trap and shit. And I like look at the fucking bar, and there's like that bar with the 2 TVs on it, and it's like they got like Star Wars cosplay porn playing, and I'm like,
I've been to a couple shows, and I'll never forget the first time I saw that shit.
I'm like, dude, I was so taken back by it that I'm like staring at the fucking TVs, and I was like, and some dude came up to me, he's like, dude, you good, bro? Dude,
I
was
just
like,
need a minute.
yeah. Dude, it probably was the same dude. It probably was the same dude. Dude, it probably was. But I was like, dude, yeah, man. But there's been so many. There's been so many times where I've hit and I've had the crowd go nuts, and then there's been times it's like, why am I doing this? Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like every
humbles you,
DJ
man.
needs to go through that. No, it really does. It really fucking does, man. Because it's like you'll have like your moments where like, dude, you're hype, and then all of a sudden,
Trust
you
me,
go to
man,
a
it
show
happens to
and you're
all of us.
hyping.
And I think, again, just going back to being humbled, it's a good thing, right? And you learn from it and you move on. You know, that's it, man.
dick just doesn't work.
No, exactly. Dude, it just doesn't
Dummy
work,
mode,
dude.
it is
It
in
just
it,
don't
it's
work.
That's it.
Pull it out, dude. Sit there, play with it for a second. Be like, baby, this ain't gonna work. This ain't working tonight.
Set is off. You know, you just stand in front of him and be like, all right, why is he horny? Like, I'm confused. It's like, this is a good set. Obviously.
Dude, it's weird though. It's weird though, because I played, all right, so a weird thing. I played Never Have I Ever 4 times, right? I played Porn and Chicken, I played with you, I played with Travis, and I played with Saint Devera. And I was alone with Saint Devera. When I played alone with Saint Devera, I was like, this was not good.
Yeah, we had that bitch rocking.
Then I played with you,
Yeah, that was a good time too.
And that was a fucking good set, dude.
It was.
That
Really
was
good,
a set
man.
I feel like we should have
I'd love to play
recorded.
Never Have I Ever again too. I mean, I think we're running it back in like December or something like that too. We're gonna plug that
December
too.
22nd
You know, we
or
got all the
something.
shows coming up. Yeah,
It's in the
but
fucking
I mean, we're gonna
Instagram
plug all your
messages. I'm not
stuff,
looking
man.
right now,
And
though.
honestly, again, dude, like, first of all, thank you for doing this. Like this has been awesome.
No,
Like
dude,
your
thank you for
sets,
having me.
bro.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're hard for all that.
Thanks, bro.
But
At least
yeah, we're
got
gonna
two
link all
fans,
control
dude.
stuff in the description here. Again, this is the Guest Listed Podcast. We got Control on with us. Stay tuned for more episodes. Shout out to No Request Radio and everybody we mentioned, and we'll see you guys in the next one.